Okay. Hi, guys. I know a lot of you are busy or have your cameras off because you guys have kiddos in the backgrounds or whatever, but totally fine. And I know it's been a while since our team has met. So with all of these changes going on, and especially you guys, for those of you that know, just came back from leadership, which is basically anyone who is the qualifications to go to leadership were anybody who is 5-star or above got to be invited. So this was an invitation only, and get to be invited to leadership, which was in Scottsdale, Arizona. And basically it's a time for just the top leaders in the company to come together to get to hear basically everything first and get to hear from so we got to hear from Carl, we got to hear from corporate, we got to hear from some of the very top leaders, which I'm sure you guys watch on social media or have heard of before. Christina Delgado, Aaron Hopkins, we got to hear from Melanie Mitro, just some women who have some big businesses in body over this past weekend, and we got to hear from them and really just learn and grow from them. But what I really wanted to do was come back and share with you guys, first of all, everything that I learned, but also kind of talk about and be very open about what is going on right now with Beachbody and what is going on with the company. And if any of you guys sat on, was the call with Carl the one with corporate a while back? I can't remember. Anyways, you guys all got to sit in on this top secret call. And I kind of wanted to share the direction of the way the company is going, kind of some things that you guys are going to be hearing. I basically want you guys to hear from me first. You got to hear from Carl, but now I'm okay, let's talk about what this actually means. What does this actually look like? How is this going to benefit you and your clients, or your new business builders that come on? So I really wanted to get clear with that, and also kind of set up a game plan for you guys. Okay. So as you guys heard though, the company did need to make some cuts somewhere. 2020 came and we had a failed launch of the mix bikes. It sounds like it didn't go as well as planned in terms of how many bikes were sold. It sounds like as soon as we launched the MYX bikes, Peloton decided to reduce their prices in half, where we were the competitive edge of the price of the cycle bikes. And then the week we launched, sounds like Peloton came in and reduced their prices. And so here we were sitting, we have a lot of inventory of bikes. So it wasn't a well-planned, or it didn't go as well launched, which didn't put the company in a great spot. And then, so what they are working on now is figuring out, okay, where can we move some buckets of money around to give, the idea is to give a lot of our newer partners, or you guys, making more money in the beginning. We've been fighting for that for a very long time, making additional incentives. You guys know the 2-star bonus is where you have to be to get that bonus from Beachbody. And it's let's figure out how we can get more of you guys making more money. So that was a big initiative as well. And figuring out where we can basically move some money around. But I just wanted to be super clear about that, because I feel like you guys will, I don't know, have you guys been hearing any things about Beachbody's doing this and we're not doing well? I don't know. And I just wanted to be honest and open with you guys that we are doing fine. That is why we have made some additional moving around of money buckets. And that we're really excited. From everything that I gathered over this past weekend is we are more excited for the new things that are coming, what is to come, the way that Beachbody is going, and the new programs and products that are going to be coming out next year. So I just want to say, as a leader, coming back just made me even more fired up to help you guys and grow with you guys, and help you finish the year strong. That's where I came back even more fired up, which leadership always leaves me that way. But I think this year now, I just want our team to do big things now. And that is my goal for the end of the year, is to really help all of you guys finish strong. And so leading into that, do you guys have any questions? And feel free to ask, unmute. I want to be an open book to you guys. Jess has been amazing, and Natasha, obviously getting to talk to them this weekend. They've answered all of my questions. So like, I just want you guys to know, like, don't ever feel like you guys can't come to me or ask questions or have something that you need to ask. So I don't know if you guys have any questions or if you guys want me to go on with, I figured I'd share like, okay, what are we doing to cut some things back, or in terms of like the bad news first, and then I will go on with the good news. So, but if you guys have any questions before I get started, do you guys have any questions? Or is that good? Okay. And by the way, I love my bike. So even though I know they say it was like a failed launch, I know everybody that has bikes like love their bikes. So it wasn't the bike, it's the market with the bikes. So okay, I'm gonna share my screen with you guys, and let's talk through the changes. And you guys, I am not a graphics person, so excuse my my simple plain Jane slides. That's full screen. Okay. Okay. All right. So of course I had to have a header or a front cover. Okay, so let's talk about changes in the comp plan that are changing. And I would say these are things that they're good and bad. Definitely something that you're gonna want to take back and be able to relay. And we will talk about like how to relay this to your customers. A lot of this has to do with you guys. There's one part that has to do with your clients. So we will talk about that. But these are basically, I would say, the bad news part of this comp plan that are changing. But overall, I will say it is not going to affect you guys that much. I will say the bigger, the larger the team, the more cycle bonus that you would have. This could impact you, but I am like 99% sure that most of this won't impact you guys that much in terms of income. So very first thing is we are getting away the Ruby rank. Ruby rank is something that usually doesn't happen first anyways. Usually what happens is someone starts building a team, they get all of their clients. So Ruby technically it was a rank in the company, but it was 2 emeralds, and then I think it was only 4 people in your downline. So, but most of the time I see it is where people build a team, and then the last to build to get to diamond is usually the emerald. So most of the time Ruby never really happened. So we have decided to eliminate the rank. So not really that big of a deal. Okay, here might be one of the things that might impact you guys is we had something called I think this is, yeah, the Fast Start Plus bonus. So anytime you signed up 5 new clients in a month and they had to be a partner or a PC, you would get an additional $100 bonus. So you were hitting probably Success Club 10 every month or plus. I would say for most of our team, a lot of you guys are probably just hitting Success Club, but basically they are taking away this Fast Start bonus. So they're taking away the $100 extra bonus. Again, we're trying to figure out where buckets of money are being given and move them around differently. So there is another bonus coming up that I will share that will probably, if you were relying on that Fast Start bonus, I will talk about something later. So basically they're reducing the team cycle bonus caps. I believe at Diamond, it was 1,000 or no, it was 2,000 that you could cap at team cycle. I am pretty sure a lot of you guys are not even making that much. So again, not really impacted by this. Again, I think it is for teams that are much larger. I am impacted by this, but again, something you guys don't really have to worry about. So team cycle bonus will be reduced by $2. So this is something you guys will be impacted by. So instead of earning, so for Emerald, and if you guys have any questions, I believe I can see the chat below. Yeah. Okay. I can see the chat now. If you guys have questions, like please ask. I'm happy to answer, but so team cycle is now being reduced by $2. So you guys, anyone who is Emerald gets a $14 team cycle bonus. That is being reduced to $12 a team cycle. If you were a Diamond or above, you were earning $18 a team cycle bonus. it is being reduced to $16. So we will be making less team cycle bonus. Okay, so this is the retail commission. So this is our PCs, and as coaches, we were getting a 25% discount on all of our products. We will now only be getting a 20% discount. So that will obviously affect all of us because we're relying on 25% off product when we are a PC or partner. And that will be impacting our clients as well who are signed up as PC. So, which is unfortunate, but Beachbody wanted to increase, or they thought they would rather take away the commission or the discount on the product versus increasing prices. So they could have done this, or they could have gone and increased prices, and they didn't want to increase our prices anymore. So that's where we decided to reduce the percentage of the discount of the products. And then instead of, I think we were earning 40% commission on customer, I should have been more descriptive on that one, but we were receiving 40% commission on customer orders, and now it's being reduced to 35. So again, is going down in price. Okay, that is the negative part. Are we good with that? I always hate to, I didn't want to end it on a bad note to talk negative, but these are reductions we're seeing. These are a little bit of income is being taken away from us, but I'm going to now tell you the positive things that I think you guys might be excited for. So, okay, and if you guys have questions, ask away. Okay, so this was actually, I'm going to come back to this. Let's talk about positives first. Okay, so positive new diamond bonuses. And this is something that we have been fighting for a very long time. It has probably been in the works for a while, but again, I was talking about earlier is we talked about these bonuses that you could receive, but the very first bonus only came at 2-star. 2-star is where you would get the quarterly bonuses for building a team. We wanted our newer diamonds. Well, you have to be a Lifestar 1-star diamond or below. So I cannot receive this. I have to go for the 2-star, but you guys who are 1-stars and below can earn this so you must hold a paid rank of diamond for 6 consecutive weeks during the period. So I believe there will be a time frame for holding it for 6 weeks. You will receive the bonus. And then the other only qualification is you must earn at least Success Club 10 during the period. So within those, if it's a quarterly bonus, it's probably for three months. You have to at least hit Success Club 10 in all 3 months together. So pretty simple, hit Success Club every month, or, you know, you have a little bit of a leeway, but that way, you're also building your business. So I do like that. Okay, any questions? Next is, okay, so I know we talked about all the negatives going away, but this is something that they decided to introduce for 2024 to kind of give everyone a buffer of the team cycle bonuses going or reducing, and give you something to, in the meantime, kind of. So basically this means that if you reach at least 100% of your total team volume of the same quarter in 23, and they said that they were going to notify us of all of the reports for this, so you guys can take a look to see where you're sitting. But it is qualified and received a team cycle bonus, and you must be, you must achieve a paid rank of 2-star or diamond or higher in any of the bonuses weeks in fall in 2024. So this might be a great reason to push for 2-star. I'm sorry, this was only for 2-star. So this is for a 2-star or above, but a great incentive to reach 2-star. And I think they did this is because a lot of the 2-stars and above are being impacted the most with the team cycle bonus. So that is why they are adding this in there, but another great reason to push for 2-star. But okay, this one though. So this is going to be what is the additional bonus that they are now implementing. And this one will stay. So yes, we will be earning team cycle bonus, but this one is going to be an additional bonus that you guys can be earning. So this is what I'm excited for the diamond bonus, but I'm also excited for this new called group volume bonus. And again, there will be reporting in your back office to show how you can earn this. But this is a volume-based system, okay? So I believe going into 2024, we will be now working towards hitting this group volume bonus versus Success Club, okay? So kind of a different look at it. And we'll talk more about how you earn this and what the reporting looks like. This will not start till 2024. So, but I just kind of wanted to give you guys kind of a heads up how this works, because I didn't really wrap my head around it until I got to sit down and actually see it, how it works. So this is called, you'll earn this bonus up to 20% of your PS downline. You can earn a differential bonus of up to 20% on your TV generated by your team. So I wanted to give this example because I didn't really get it either, but basically the goal is going to be, instead of Success Club, is hitting a 250 PV qualified team. So because once you hit that, you get to start unlocking this 4% bonus. Obviously, the more volume that you put through for your team, and I don't know if it's weekly calculator or monthly. I believe this is going to be paid out monthly is what they said, but basically you could be earning up to even 20%, but again, it comes down to the volume. The group volume is what they're calling it. So for example, just because this will make it a little bit clearer, hopefully, and they had like a chat. So Darcy, I don't know, I just heard everybody talking about how like, well, this is how we should, I don't know if it's going to be like 250 G or group volume is now the new Success Club. I don't know if they're gonna still obviously like reward Success Club for 3 people, but I think we want to go off of volume now versus like 3 people, if that makes sense. I believe. But I just heard them all saying, well, we should now recognize group volume now, because we want the goal is like everybody to have the 250 group volume. So I'll get clarification on that. Okay, so for example, so let's talk about this. Okay, so Jen, let's just say Jane, which is me, generates 970 TV, which is, so 975, which would land in this, here, I'm gonna move my cursor here thing. See if I can do the math here. Whoop. Too far. Move the chat. Okay, so see if I can do this calculated right. Is that right? Oh my goodness. Let me double check that slide and see if that math is right. I swear I took it from the slide. Oh, maybe it's because it's combined. So basically, so Jane earned 975 plus her team earned the 550. So she will earn the 14% because that puts her in this bracket. I think that's how it's calculated. So whatever Jane, so Jane brings on Jess and Sydney and Amy, and she, between those 3 orders, it's 970 PV worth of product, okay? But then also Jessica brought on 2 girls, and Sydney brought on 1, and Amy brought on 3 girls, and they all generated a TV, some more volume. So those 2 added together, so her entire downline earned this amount of volume. She gets 14% of that. But since her team, and then so she also gets the 540 from what her team generated, if that makes sense. So you will earn the differential bonus of up to 20% on your TV generated by your team's downline. So you earn the total amount, whatever bonus percentage is, but then you also earn the difference between the 2, and you get the percentage of that, if that makes sense. So It's gonna be calculated. And again, like they showed us what it would look like in your back office. So what's really cool is like, I'm gonna see a breakdown of every single one of your guys' group volume. And so that I can figure out and calculate like where I'm gonna sit and what bonus percentage. So I think it's gonna be really cool. This is going to be a really incredible opportunity for you guys to be earning more money though. Again, just like I said, this is going to be on top of Team Cycle bonus. So Team Cycle is not going away, but this is going to be an additional way to earn more money, and you unlock it by the 250 PB or TV, I guess, if that makes sense. Okay, do you guys have any questions around this? It's a little confusing, and again, I think we will like, I'm one of those people where it's like, okay, let me see what it looks like in my own back office before I even start figuring out. That's kind of like Team Cycle bonus too. Like, felt like I didn't really get a big grasp of Team Cycle bonus until I actually started paying attention to my reporting in my back office. Yeah, Alicia said I like this. I do too. So little insight. We're really trying to take away like, and you guys will see this where I'm going to go through the new rank or the new structure of the Road to Elite, but they're really trying to take away what's the word, like rank holds, and work towards more of a volume based approach. That way, you know, it is in your control and you guys have more of a way of earning income based off of volume, not necessarily off of rank, if that makes sense. So it's more about selling product. Yes. And I mean, that's our biggest frustration is like, don't get me wrong, Shakeology is an incredible product, but there are so much in our back office that we have a 3-day refresh. We have got protocol. We've got supplement. Like we've got so many products that we don't even utilize to sell, that we're so focused on which I think the total solution package is the best price for $199. Like, don't get me wrong, I will continue to sell that. But as far as just like helping someone get started with, maybe it's just Shakeology, or maybe it's collagen that someone needs in their life, or maybe it's energizing collagen, and maybe they don't need workouts. Because I know a lot of people that do the gym, I've been hearing so much lately. It's like, no, I have Peloton, or no, I love the gym. It's like, well, cool. Well, let's go see what else, you know, maybe you could use Energize and take it to the gym. So really focusing around less around the TSP and more around the product. Exactly. So it's more about volume than successful points. Correct. So, and I think that was like where I was hearing everything say, well, we should no longer reward success, but it should be the 250 TV. So, okay. So we've got some changes to our recognition program. So who has heard of the Road to Elite? The Road to Elite recognition program. So this is usually something that happens when you guys, usually it starts at, in the past, this program has started at Diamond. So really, probably a lot of you have not heard of it because you can't even unlock that first milestone in this Road to Elite recognition program until you hit Diamond. So most of the time, it's not introduced to any of you guys because you haven't even hit Diamond yet, if that makes sense. So we have decided to open it up for one more step below Diamond and start recognizing our new coaches, which I think is cool. And I'm going to show you guys something really quick. And again, I don't know if they're going to be doing this. I hope that they're going to be doing the trophy still, but this is what you would get when you would unlock that first milestone. So it was it's called Team Builder, and they would send you this little trophy. I mean, how cool is that? And then as you unlock the different milestones, they would send you a different piece. So this is Team Builder, Premier, and then last year we hit Elite. And again, you guys, I hope they keep the trophies. I will be really mad if they don't keep the trophy. But how cool is it that there's one more step below this? Because this you didn't unlock until you hit Diamond and had a certain amount of Elite points. So this will go in effect next year. It says 2025 because every year it's a year later. So like last year we were a 2023 Elite team, meaning this year we are technically Elite, but we hit it the year before. So this year we will be a 2024, and then next year, that's when this will play into effect. It would be a 2025. So it's kind of a year, it's kind of odd. But we have a new recognition starter, is business starter. So this is somebody who holds Emerald for 6 consecutive weeks. So how cool is that? Like, you have an incentive to not lose your Emerald. Leadership, you have 1 leadership point, and so we will talk about leadership points now that you guys are introduced to this program. A leadership point can come from selling one total solution package, or 2, I believe. I think you get it for 1 for every 500. So it would probably take a couple pack, but hitting Success Club 1 time would probably unlock that. And you would also achieve the 1 successful point as well. And then you have to have 250 week leg volume over 5 consecutive points or weeks, which again helps you increase your volume. Week leg volume is important because that's how you're going to grow your team cycle. And again, it's that 250 so that you guys are unlocking that bonus. So that 250 number is probably going to be a magical number this next year. Okay, team builder. So you guys have noticed all of these will have kind of reduced. Okay, team builder. This was technically this one this next year. So this one is now hold diamond for 6 consecutive weeks. 15 leadership points, which again, I'm going to teach you guys all about leadership points now that this plays into effect. 1 business starter. So you guys have 1 person that achieves the milestone of business starter. They are an Emerald for more than 6 weeks, and they have all of those requirements. And this one is 750 week leg volume for over 5 consecutive weeks. And again, we will show you what that looks like. Okay, team leader is diamond for 6 consecutive weeks. You have to earn 30 leadership points. You have to develop 2 new business starters. So again, those emeralds. And then 2,000 week leg volume over 5 consecutive weeks. Okay, this is where it gets really cool. Okay, Premier. Premier used to be 2-star. It is 1-star now with 6 consecutive weeks. You do have to have 70 balanced leadership points. So when they say 70, it means you can't all have. Again, we'll talk about where leadership points come, but it can't all be from 1 bucket. But we'll figure out how that works. But you have 3 business starters, so 3 emeralds, or you could have 1 diamond, which would get you to your 1-star. And then this is 3,000 week leg volume. Okay, and then last, elite used to be 5-star. It is 2-star now. So 2-star diamond for 6 consecutive weeks, and 100 balanced leadership points, and then 4 business starters, which I think is amazing because it was always the diamonds that were hard to get to earn elite. But it's either or. So I could do the 4 emeralds that hold for 6 weeks and have the volume and the points, or I could have 2 diamonds, and then it's 5,000 week leg volume. So this, you guys, is huge because elite used to be 5-star or above. So, and again, this won't take into effect till next year for elite this year, which I'll talk about. We still have to hold 5-star, but this is kind of cool. I do think this is an incredible opportunity. Elite used to have a much higher a higher bar of having 5-star. So 5-star is 5 diamonds under you. So I just think this really opens the door for a lot of you guys, and not having to focus so much on rank, but volume. Again, we're working towards volume versus rank again. Okay, so I wanted to share, and then we'll get into you. I'll kind of close this out so I can chat with you guys, but these are my goals. You know, I do want to share like what I want to be working towards, and then we can talk one-on-one with you guys, or if you guys want to chat one-on-one. But I still have some big goals for our team by the end of the year, and I am a firm believer we're going to achieve them, and we're going to lock in elite for our team. You know, my goal going into this year was elite. It was top 10. It was all of these things. And yes, we are sitting in October, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like we haven't achieved them, but I know this can happen. And I know our team is capable of it. I wouldn't be sitting here today saying we're going to do it. I would have totally lowered the bar and say, no, I'll just settle for this. But I know our team's worth it. And I know we have every single one of you make up part of this. And I know we can do it. I know we are capable of doing it. And now it's just a matter of making it happen and going after it. And I will say, like, the end of the year is my favorite because I am someone where you put me up against a wall and you know, when my back's up against the wall, I am like working harder towards goals. And it's kind of how I feel right now because it is October, but I know big things are going to happen for our team and I know we're going to end the year strong. My goal still is elite. My goal, which we have the points, so going back to those slides, so we have the points, you guys. So we totally have crushed it in points, which is you guys hitting Success Club. We have the 2 diamonds. I had Jessica hold diamond for 6 weeks. You made up one of my new diamonds. We also have, I don't think, is she on here? I can't see all of your faces. Yes, Tia's on here. I see Tia's face now. She held for 6 weeks. So we have locked in our 2 diamonds. Guys, all we need is 5-star in December to lock in this goal. And that's what we're going to be working towards this year. So I'm so excited. And then of course, like I still want to develop more of you guys to diamond. I still want to help you guys to new leader. You guys, we've got new leader around the corner, which they have just opened up to either 1-star or team builders, so if NLC is a goal of yours, so that was my last slide. So what I want to know what your guys' goals are. So we still have, I'll turn off my my sharing screen so I can see all of your faces now or your names now. We've got NLC around the corner, which is a trip you guys can earn, and NLC is now opened up to not only 1-stars but also to team builders, which is huge. They have never invited team builders to this trip. So NLC is going to be in Las Vegas in, I believe it's the end of February. And if you guys qualify, like I am totally going. It's a trip where you guys, just like you guys saw me in Arizona, it's the exact same thing, but it's just for our new leaders where it's 2 stars and below that get to come. You guys get to be put up in a hotel for a couple nights, totally on Beachbody. You just have to pay for your flight to get there. They'll pay for food. There are events. They do team building. Darcy went last year. Yes, it's like basically it's a leadership for 2 stars and below. So you guys basically get spoiled by Beachbody. They give away gifts and like get yourself to new leader. It is, I went in, so I went, let me think about this. I went in 2020? It was like, I want to say it was right before the pandemic. It was, yes, because it was February of 2020 and it changed the game for my business. When you are put in a room full of other women who are also diamond, 1-star, 2-star, like actually all the way up to 4-star because you have to be a 5-star to go to leadership. Like when you are put in a room, just like this past weekend, like being put in a room full of 5-star and above. I mean, heck, I was in a room full of like 15-star diamonds, like the top. You just want to level up. You want to do big things. You take ideas and your business just is different after it. It's seriously game changing. So get yourself to a new leader. If you are thinking about it, I am happy to discuss and talk and tell you what you need to do to get there. But what are your goals? Like, I want to know from you guys, like, please, after this call, like message me and let's work together to figure out like what I can do to help. I am here to just help and support you guys and dream big, because I think that's the thing is this business truly, I think I always say like we are the ones who get in our own ways of like crushing this business and doing big things. I do it myself, and I am going to tell you guys right now and be very open with you guys. I feel like all year I've been kind of half in and half out of this business, and not of like out of this business, but like unsure of what to do, unsure of feeling like I'm not a good leader. I'm not good at this business, or, like I had this feeling of like, I doubted myself. I doubted my leadership abilities. I doubted myself to help women. I've doubted myself in so many ways. And we got to speak. Oh, I will talk about Growth Day. Brendon Burchard used this and that. Did you guys see Brendon Burchard at Summit, or did you guys all know who Brendon Burchard is? Yes. Okay. So he was at Summit. He is now going to partner with us. So we have an incredible opportunity with Brendon Burchard. So he spoke to us like so many times. If you guys have not heard him, go to our Coach Family Team page and go listen to him. But he talked about like if you are 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and you're constantly like barely like it, like he talks about like walking on a ledge and you're hanging 1 foot off the ledge, like you're constantly in this like balancing act of like trying to figure out where you're gonna go. And I have kind of felt that way all year. I feel like I feel that way always when like I feel unsure or I don't feel as confident as I can be. But I am telling you right now, like I'm all in. Like I am both feet on the ground. Like I know where I'm going. I know what direction I want to go. I know how I want to lead you guys. I know how I want to help you guys. And now we've just got to go do it together. And we now get to partner with Brendan, and he has an app called Growth Day. And Growth Day is a, think of it as like your Bible to motivation and personal development. And so the cool thing about Growth Day is, you guys, like when we first talked about it, I was like, what is this Growth Day? And I downloaded the app. Don't download the app. Don't buy it yet because it's going to launch on November 9th. But he showed us how the app works and how it's just like mind blowing. So if you're one that likes to journal, if you're one that likes to set to-do lists, it is Mel Robbins is in there. Like there are top motivational speakers that come in here and do challenges. So like Mel Robbins, the high five habit, she's got like a 5-day challenge. Like things like that are in there. Like this is going to be so incredible for like your daily motivation and fire. There's also, you guys, have you guys ever, I do this all the time. Do you guys ever like, okay, you go and you pick up your PD for the day and you read it and you're like, no, that did nothing. Like, I really didn't need to hear that. Like, you're always like, what do I need to hear today? He has this quiz where you will take a quiz and it'll basically ask you like, how was your sleep? How do you feel? How is your business today? It'll ask you like a bunch of questions and you say, submit the quiz. It'll tell you what personal development you need to hear for the day. And he will then recommend 2 different like little things to listen to. I'm like, like, I'm going to take that every day. And it's like, well, what if you just don't feel good? What if you're not motivated? What if you can't get yourself to work out? This will be awesome for our clients too. So the cool thing is we have the ability to sell the app and we get to make commission off of the app. And it just like, he presented it to us and it was like I'm like mind blown by the things that it does. It's a journal. There are prompts in the journal. So you know how have you guys ever sat down and tried to write in a journal and you're like, I don't know what to write. He prompts, like he'll ask questions. The journal prompts you and it's all electronic. So it's just got some really incredible features that how cool would we be able to like put this into our challenge groups or do challenges with our challengers on mindset. And it's just really cool. Like I was mind blown by it and I wasn't sure at first what to think. But it's pretty freaking cool and we're going to be able to make commission off of it. So, okay. Do you guys have any other questions? Any other questions around the comp plan changes or, yeah. I love seeing, do you guys like team meetings? I guess is the all of the question too. I've considered, yes, let's make moves together. I know, I love seeing your guys' face once a week. Like, I think that to me is like, I'll never forget my very first team call and being able to jump on and like see everyone's faces, get to know everyone, have a place where you can ask questions live. You know, like I would definitely love to continue getting these going. And if you guys have like topics you guys want to hear on or something that's working from one of you, like coming in and sharing, I am all game. We'll just have to make sure it's a day that works for everyone in time. Because I know a lot of you have little ones and you have bedtime and dinner time. So I totally understand, but I love seeing your guys' faces and I'm seriously like just coming back fired up and like ready to help every single one of you and do whatever I can take to, I want our team blowing up. I want our team doing the thing. So, yes. Okay. That's all I have. if you guys want to personally message me, and I am leaving for Florida this Thursday for our diamond retreat, but if you guys have questions or you want to chat, like my inbox is always open. I am always happy to jump on a one-on-one call. My time is limited this week, but even after this week, I'm definitely going to be doing a rally for Elite together. So if anybody that wants to push for this and help with this, like, please let me know. I'll probably be going in the team page live again about that. Because it's still, we still as a team need to lock in Elite, and I'm making this happen. Like, we're doing this. I want to be Elite team. Elite team means that we not only get recognized, but we are the best of the best. And I believe it. Like, I believe our team is the best, and I want to be known as the best. And I want to, us being Elite then also moves us up in rank. So where we cannot end, we would not hit top 10 if we did not hit Elite. So basically, even if we had the points, even if we had the team, if Tasha did not hit Elite, she would not be top coach. That's how, like, it happened. So we are going to be Elite. And we just need to go make it happen. So, and I want to help you guys too with your goals, obviously. So that means you guys are growing your businesses. You guys are getting to diamond. And you guys are growing your businesses. So are you guys excited for the new changes? Like, I think there's a lot of really incredible incentives and bonuses structures that I think you guys are going to see. And the goal is to just be making more money. That's what I want for you guys. That's what I want for me. So I hope you guys too. Okay. Do we want to do one big group selfie? If anyone wants to turn on their cameras, we can do a big photo and I can share on social. You guys can turn on your cameras. I know it's dark. I'm sorry. Or I know you guys have families. Oh, Alicia, I see everybody. Lindsay, I love seeing your guys' faces. You guys made my night. Okay, I'll do one photo so that we don't have to all. Okay, everybody smile. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay. All right, you guys, have a good night. And again, come ask questions. My inbox is open. Like, don't be shy. Come ask questions. Come tell me what your goals are. And let's make things happen. All right? Okay. Bye, guys.